Three little things on this game. Paul George able to shake off the end of that game two. He was excellent until those missed free throws. This is his 8th consecutive 25-point effort, moving one shy of Bob McAdoo's franchise record of 9 consecutive. Devin Booker with a busted nose. Chris Paul coming back after the health and protocol issues. The question marks, this was the worst case scenario. They're 10 for 40. The 30 misses are tied for their most in any of their games as teammates. I'm wondering when that was. And the Clippers once again, a huge game three after they have come back from consecutive 0-2 deficits. They've dominated this game in all of their series this postseason, going 3-0 and outscoring the opponents by 17 per in this game. If it's a turning point, you can perhaps look to this night. Well, clearly, if you lose this one, history says you can't come back. Clippers able to make some adjustments. They go from an 0-6 mark the first two games, 9-1 the rest of the way. Ty Lue deserves plenty of credit. His postseason record and the ability to make some adjustments is significant. We welcome in Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy once again, and no reviews, Jeff. So hopefully this is a positive development. We got to the finish line quickly in this one, and if you guys were listening in as I'm reciting the 10 for 40 from Booker and Paul, I'm certain the defense and the adjustments have something to do with it, but it's a make-miss league, as they say. Was this just a poor night for them, Jeff?
Well, I think, Chris Paul coming back off so many days off, you could expect him to shoot poorly.
Right.
But I liked what Ty Lue did. I liked that he started Terrence Mann, so he had Mann on Paul and he had Beverley on Booker, and I think that is a tremendous defensive backcourt.
And Mark, we hear so much about adjustments, and having lived through them, I always wonder, is it really buttons being pushed? But as Jeff just alludes to, what did you observe from that Clipper team that was different in this game than the other two?
They got into them defensively, and they took them out of their sets. They didn't allow them to play with pace. They forced them to be on their heels offensively. And I just said a couple of minutes ago, Devin Booker wore 2 masks today, the plastic one and Patrick Beverley. He did an outstanding job of being committed to disrupt them, to make them work for everything and get under his skin. And he won the ball game defensively.
Jeff, as a coach, and you guys alluded to it, I mean, Beverley, we know his story, and then there were times when he wasn't playing, and just the ability to keep a player engaged, a player like Beverley who can mean so much. What's the, I don't want to say trick, but the key to keeping guys professional and engaged so that when the time comes, Beverley's prepared for a performance like tonight?
I think it all goes back to the player's mindset. If he actually cares about the team and winning, he may not love his role at any one particular time, but he'll accept it and do his best in it so that his team can perform. Instead of being an energy drain, he's an energy booster. And I thought Patrick Beverley, when you look back, Scott, when he wasn't playing, he was engaged. He was giving of himself. And I think, when you're coaching, there's only so much you can do to impact attitude. I don't think Ty Lue had to do a whole lot to impact Patrick Beverley's attitude in a positive way. Just like with Marcus Morris, going back to the bench tonight for Mann, he was into it as well. So it's all about sacrifice and attitude.
We've got Mann standing by. We're going to talk to him in just a moment. Mark, on the way out, I'll give you the final word here. Series can really shift. Things change drastically. Do you feel like the series changed tonight with the Clippers' victory and how they played?
I said it all along, and we both agree this series is far from over. Give the Clippers credit. They've shown the resiliency. They've shown the ability to handle adversity and fight back. This series is far from over, and this is a team that's committed, that's locked in, and they refuse to let go of the rope, so give them credit. But I think the Phoenix Suns will make the proper adjustments, and we'll have another great one in Game 4.
Look forward to it, gentlemen. Appreciate the time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.